have one of those days when the day just passes and almost nothing gets done? I mean, the biggest chunk of today was turning this Lego X-Wing. I mean, I'm a big fan of Lego. I love Lego. And last Toy Fair, I bought two mini X-Wing fighters. They're in these little baggies and stuff. Well, I took one of them apart. I still have one of them. I've been tinkering around with it. I was thinking I want to make it a backpack, maybe see if I can put the suit, all the pieces on the figure itself, and make some kind of suit. I don't have pieces for that thing, so instead I just gave him I made it like, it looks like a little rocket sled, something that would take off from a ship, and then I stuck one of the rifles behind him, attached a brick and claw piece, and stuck that to his rifle, put more kibble on top of him, and turned it into a much bigger, I suppose, weapon from the Star Wars universe. I don't know if it is or not. It looks cool to me. And that's it. I turned one of the X-Wings into this. That's how bored I am. It's the only thing I could do. I was thinking, I got these two motorbikes from this Pharaoh's Quest thing. I sold the mummies themselves to a good friend of mine because I don't have any use for the mummies. And I was thinking, what can I do with these bikes? And I haven't thought of anything. So, honestly, snow day. Yeah. Oh, and I'm kind of happy that I was able to keep on pretty much the whole day. I subsisted on oatmeal, and early this morning I had oatmeal with milk, hot dogs, and an egg, and fruit, mangoes. Then for lunch I had oatmeal with milk and salted peanuts. Strange, yeah, I know. Especially the fact that salted peanuts had lots of garlic on them. So it's a weird contrast, but yeah. So dinner, first meal of the day. Actually, first meal of 3 meals. My dinner last night was a shake and a sandwich and 3 sandwiches. Yeah. 3 sandwiches consisting of 1 piece of sandwich folded in half, and then peanut butter, and then folded in half, that sort of thing, and then a banana and papaya shake. So this is my first meal with rice after 3 meals of no rice. I can't bring myself to do that consistently. But tomorrow breakfast will probably be either, if we have some extra rice. If not, maybe I will try to eat more oatmeal. I can smell the stew I'm creating. I have a nice pork bone with some potatoes and some corn, stewing in some beautiful tomato paste, and I threw in a package of pork and beans in there. You know, pork and beans have no pork. It's just basically very, very fine kidney beans. And 2 hot dogs. So this is all this one thick stew. And I'm going to eat this with some nice slightly greenish rice from the malunggay powder, which we put on the rice now. Good for a lot of stuff, vitamins, minerals, and other wonderful, wonderful things. As I'm describing it right now, I am getting so freaking hungry. I just finished watching this video from someone I watched on YouTube, Kirk from Japan, Mr. YouTube Bullet Train, and he was like, I think it's from the other day, they were like making some curry, and I just watched it and I was like, okay, I need to eat right now. That's all I could think about. I was getting so freaking hungry. It's a good thing I have this. If I had myself a bowl of oatmeal right now, I'd go. I can imagine the rich, meaty texture and potatoes and carrots, and all I get is oatmeal. So I'm not a total vegetarian, and I guess I'm trying to see how much I can like psychologically prep myself from a liquid diet. I want to try it. I just don't know if I can do it more than a few meals. Possibly breakfast and lunch. Dinner is going to be hard. Although dinner should be the one that you should be going light on. Breakfast should be strong and heavy. Lunch should be substantial, but not not enough to sink you, because it's a common practice that if you have a big lunch, you kind of want to sleep a bit, and that's a nap after meal is good if you want to gain weight, not lose it. So I'll forgive myself if I eat a lot. I'm thinking to myself, it's tomatoes, it's corn, which is actually, heavy on sugars and fats, and sugars and carbohydrates, and there's potatoes, and then obviously with this meal, I have the penchant of frying these little salty fish we have, tuyo or whatever, any small fish, salty fish. Most people just have themselves a little platter of fish sauce, or patis as we Filipinos call it, and maybe a little bit of chili peppers and other things to make it a really good. I like to have salted fish, and maybe I'll put in some vinegar with salted peppers on it. I'm really so hungry. I want it to be cooked. Remember, going on a crash diet is not the way to do this. Believe me, I've tried. It never works. You feel physically deprived, you get cranky, you get weak. So it's like anything, like when you're exercising. You push yourself as far as you can, then step back. You know your limit, so just do that. Push, and then when you can't take anymore, push back. You find yourself pushing it more and more until that sounds kind of wrong. You'll find yourself exceeding your limits more and more, and you'll find yourself like, wow, I've gone 5 days without, I've done 5 reps already, and I'm still with energy. You see the change. I was there. I used to lift weights once upon a time. That's how for an entire year I kept my weight at 140. A long time ago, when 140 was a consistent weight. Believe me, I wish I could stay back at 140, but I'm not. It was like second year high school, one whole year of 140. What was I eating then? I know, I had a lot more exercise then. That's before I started working. Work really, depends really, my jobs were always sitting down and working in front of a computer, so if I had to move around a lot, maybe as a teacher pacing, probably be a different change. Yeah. Anyway, I'm cutting this short. It's getting too long, it's getting boring. First vlog today. Hola! Good day! Paalam sa inyo lahat. Oh, I'll play myself out. Open! This is the key of C. I think I used the key of D yesterday. So.